Hello and welcome. My name is Bethany. Today we're going to build a library. Welcome to my basic series where we build basic maps that any GM can use for any campaign. Today we're going to talk about a library, and more specifically my obscure love for Beauty and the Beast. Now you will see this map again later because we're going to make a haunted mansion. Surprise, it's in October. I am a huge Disney fan, and on top of that I'm also a huge folklore mythology fan, and I love to read, and you'll notice that in almost all of my maps I usually put books in there somewhere. It's a thing that I like, and I'm gonna project, okay? Just let me live my life. We're gonna build a library, and I wanted this library to be something that's functional, obviously, because it's gonna go into a mansion, and we're gonna use it later. But I also want it to be something that can have an encounter in it. So even if it's a haunted mansion and your party is working in the whole mansion, or if it's just in this one place. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that I often talk about encounters that can be done with these maps that I make. One option for this particular map is ghosts, ghouls, specters. Maybe somebody fell off the balcony, maybe they've been stabbed by the fireplace, maybe they died in the house. Whatever it is, a library can be a really haunted place. It can be dark, it's old and musty, and that new book smell. It's a good place to have a creepy encounter. On the flip side of that, you could also have somebody in the house who maybe is just misunderstood and looking for their lost love. That could be a good side quest. Don't hate, okay? It's a classic. No matter how you play this map, honestly, I think there's so many possibilities when it comes to things that are in larger spaces. And this map in particular, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with. I love building the bookshelves, and it makes it a little bit harder because this is a top-down. However, we're definitely still gonna have fun with it. We're gonna be starting in Dungeonfog, and then we're gonna put the assets in Arkenforge. This map is going to be primarily comprised of Forgotten Adventures because they have a huge amount of book assets, and I love them. I'm gonna channel my inner Beauty and the Beast love here, and let's get started. So I usually start this in Dungeonfog just because I like the way the walls look better, but I also really like the doors in this. When you put them into the walls, you have the option to have them cut out the wall. Same goes for the windows. I think for this, we're just gonna kind of go with a standard square rectangle library. Not gonna get super fancy with it. I might add more layers later on, but for right now we're just gonna keep it pretty basic. I decided to do something a little different with this week's video Dungeonfog wise. Normally you guys have the ability to see the toolbar on the side, but I zoomed it in a little bit just, so you could see it a little better. If you liked this, or if you don't, if you like the old way better, let me know in the comments. That way I can do whatever is best for you guys. I did not intend to have a red vibe in this room, but I think red furniture, especially in spooky places, just kind of conveys that darkness that I'm looking for. I think the red and black, obviously always a good contrast, and definitely gonna go with dark wood. I'm gonna add some pieces of armor and some other stuff in here just to, add to the creepy factor. Make it look a little bit more antique, I guess would be a good word. And then once I get that figured out, we'll go ahead and drop the lighting in. I decided kind of last minute, with the help of some of my creator friends in the Top of Turtle Discord, that this area definitely needed something extra. So I went back and I added some more just little things to kind of give it some spice. So thanks to those guys, definitely helping out on the creative front. You may have noticed that I don't really do lighting in any of my maps, or in most of my maps. And honestly, this is why. It takes so long to place all of these barriers, and there's so many tiny parts that go into it. It's not as dynamic as I would like it to be. My hope is that this will get a little bit of an update. I wish that there was an easier way to do it, but honestly, for me, it's just not practical to spend so much time doing this, and also, most of my players usually end up having dark vision anyway. Alright, so not to toot my own horn, but I'm really digging the way that this came out. If you guys liked this video, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And as always, thanks for watching.